Spooky Man's back. Heard you were having a dark show today.
Spooky season is here, man. People start in August for Halloween horse shit.
People also start this. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it.
I'm wrong. It's a little
How
wrong.
is it not?
It's just like July, I think, is Halloween starts.
That's stupid.
I think it's November 2nd. They start preparing for next year. Take one day off, then get going
like
again.
Santa does.
Santa
only
takes summers off.
He only takes one day off?
Oh, yeah, he does take summers off so he can fuck chicks in Panama City, Florida.
You're talking about Santa Goggins only takes one day off.
Fucking Santa Goggins takes no days off.
Now, you know it's Santa Goggins when you look at his sleigh and there's blood marks where his ass cheeks were chafing.
Stay fat, motherfucker.
The groceries.
He believes in no reindeers.
I ate 6 million cookies.
You don't know what a paddling knee is?
No,
Spanking knee?
I've been spanked
If
over
someone's
a knee.
been bad, then you whittle a knee out of wood, large knee, that you can bend them over and spank them.
Why can't you just use a regular knee?
Because why? You want to do that every time you got to use your knee?
I'm gonna
Put them on the paddling
I'm
knee.
gonna Google paddling knee, and if this is some horse shit,
What if you already have a wooden leg?
It doesn't matter.
Then you
It
can
could
attach it
collapse.
to
It could collapse under the
the
pressure.
wooden leg attaches to the paddling knee.
But it is better than that because you can threaten when you get home. You're getting the paddling knee. You're gonna bend over the paddling knee.
This is bullshit, right?
No, it's a carved knee.
A carved knee.
Yeah,
Tis a carved knee.
A learned knee.
And if you do it right, the stability is there, and the foot is centered, and then the calf comes up, and then it extends out. And you bend someone over, and you give on the paddling.
I got
knee.
news for you. If you do any carving right, the stability is there.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you could just make a block if you wanted to.
Yeah, a paddling block.
What do you think the quarter mile? Well, what do you think the mile time is of a cockroach? Like, how fast can it run a mile?
18 minutes.
I don't know.
How athletic is the cockroach?
I mean, a typical cockroach, because they chase me down the street sometimes.
How often do the lights turn off and on?
Why are
I
cockroaches
mean, I'm talking outdoor, big ass outdoor cockroaches.
are chasing you down the street?
Yeah.
They're asking you for a light, and then,
No,
then they pull a gun on you, shoot at you 5 times, and somehow you
Son
live.
of a bitch.
What? You survived.
Oh, so everything's fine.
Yeah, we can
I
laugh
don't-
about it now. The most horrific thing that could possibly happen.
I
to
ran into
someone.
another fucking rattlesnake, too.
Jesus.
It was in the
Christ.
trail, so I had to go down this other. It was literally blocking the trail. And it was 8 o'clock at night.
You're like, get the fuck out of here.
It was 8 o'clock at night. I was like, where is it going?
You should have thrown stuff at
Then
it.
I was like, if it chases me, what does it run a mile
I
in?
was going to meet cockroaches.
Could
Oh,
be.
no, dude. You've got to stop living such a dangerous life. It's keeping
I'm
me
not.
up.
I'm going hiking.
It's keeping me up at night. You went hiking at 2 a.m. when that crazy shit happened.
I wasn't hiking. I was walking in my neighborhood. I wasn't hiking. I was coming back at 8, so you know it's still a little light out.
Yeah.
And then I saw the other snake a couple weeks ago, and it was eating fucking ground squirrels. It went into their den.
That's sad to me because ground squirrels are cute
I know,
as fuck.
and there was like hundreds of ground squirrels.
Well, he's curbing that population.
All right, let's get into the show. What's the show about?
Well, it's about 3 cool dudes, and they can all sing well.
3 cool dudes. That's what you just called it.
It's about-
And then we need to do a.
we got a 4th cool dude who runs the whole thing behind the scenes.
What about 3 cool dudes and one other cool dude?
That's the dumbest way to say 4 guys.
Maybe that's what we changed it to.
3 cool dudes and one other
We
cool
do
dude.
need to have a rebranding.
I am in favor of a rebranding. I've got an idea for it, a name. I think you'll like it. It's called Pork Report.
3 cool dudes plus 1 equals Pork Report. Maybe that's the full title.
We could call it Cool Dude Friends.
Cool dude.
Welcome to Cool Dude Friends.
Aaron, what were you saying before we started the show? You brought up something interesting.
Oh, we were talking about walls and buildings not being built well, and I said there was a jail in San Diego,
Oh, yeah.
in East San Diego, that was a city jail, and they found that the walls were mostly styrofoam.
How did they find that out? Like a strong breeze lifted up the side of the building?
No, people were escaping.
Came down.
How are they escaping with one? God, they probably felt fucking
What, some guy
badass
just
as fuck punching through the jail and running out.
Some guy kicked the fucking side.
They could just hear that sound of the like when you touch it. That
And one guy punches, he goes, I'm the $6 million man.
Can you imagine
Actually,
he
they-
just got like mad one day that punched the he thought he was going to punched concrete and his hand just went straight
I heard
through.
that they bought all their jail bars from Spirit Halloween. They're actually rubber bars with little pieces of gore on them.
I think the whole thing's made out of styrofoam.
No, they started serving Kool-Aid in the commissary, and the Kool-Aid man came through. Oh yeah, and he's like, wait, that was really easy.
He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong place. I'm sorry.
I'm in a jail again.
Welcome to prop prison.
He's like, "I knew I should have just busted through the wall and not touched those kids."
Do you think that's why, Aaron? Do you think that because of its proximity to Los Angeles that IATSE prop masters just built them a jail made out of
Did you
styrofoam?
say Nazi prop masters?
I said IATSE.
is that a subset of Nazis that moved to Brazil
No, you know
and then
what
got
it is.
into prop making
Yeah,
to infiltrate?
you know what? You're right. That's what it is.
They're like, let's change the name a little bit.
They moved to Brazil. Some of them moved to the United States with the paperclip program.
Andy Dufresne wouldn't even needed the chess pieces, the chess making
The rock
pieces.
hammer, yeah.
Yeah,
to
he
get
would.
out.
Right. He would just need a
Fingernail.
one of those styrofoam carving hot irons.
Could you imagine him shaking styrofoam out of the bottom of his pants every day? It's just blowing in the wind.
He could have just put it in his hair like dandruff.
He could have
He's
just
like,
sprayed
Andy Dufresne.
hairspray on it and then melt.
I didn't get to know Andy Dufresne that well because he dug out in 3 days.
Turns out we were living in a styrofoam prison.
I wish I had known that. I would have left a long time ago.
and I wouldn't have been raped in the butt so much.
Andy Dufresne didn't cry a weep that first night. He was actually gone by the
Yeah,
Wasn't his cellmate Ronald Reagan?
that's true.
Well, I knew a guy named Andy once. Very briefly, in and out, you might say.
And on that island, there was Michael Jackson, Tupac Shakur, and Andy Dufresne.
What if it was
All that
just Morgan Freeman reimagining, well, this is what would have happened if Andy Dufresne had stayed here? Probably, hypothetically. And then it's just the story of it. If this prison wasn't made out of styrofoam.
But it turns out he didn't even kill anybody, so they let him go.
You know what they call it if your friend breaks out of a styrofoam prison and you don't?
What?
Styrofoamo.
Oh, because you're missing out.
Yeah. You're like, man, I could have got out of there, but I didn't.
Well, I was a good boy.
I did my time.
Andy Dufresne would have no money if he got out after 3 days. He'd just be on the lam. He would get caught again, and then they'd put him in a regular prison.
Yeah.
Andy Dufresne broke out after the first day. They moved him to a regular concrete prison.
He knows too much.
Had
He knows
Andy-
these walls are fake.
Had Andy Dufresne murdered his wife in San Diego instead of Maine?
Andy
It might
Dufresne
not have
would be
taken
on
him
the
20
beach.
years to get out.
He would have been on the beach the next day.
With Jocko Willnick.
Way closer to say what to name.
They're remaking it. It's going to be all female
Oh,
cast.
yeah, it's the female cast of Ghostbusters in it.
They're actually going to do Barbie 2, and she's in Shawshank.
Is that true?
Yeah. It's just a party. They love it. Everyone's really supportive.
Yeah.
Pink bars.
Dude, how crazy. So wait, how was it styrofoam? I don't even understand how this
I mean,
works.
I was a kid when it happened, so I
Oh,
don't know.
this isn't new.
Were you in charge of building it? It's a school project?
They did a school. They outsourced it to the San Diego elementary school.
Were the
would've
bars?
That sounds more believable.
Were the
than-
bars just pipe cleaners? Were there googly eyes
There were
on the
toilet paper tubes that they painted gray.
Were there googly eyes on everything?
This will hold them.
Did the inmates know that they were in a jail made by elementary school because it said check plus on the bar?
Yeah, it said K through 5. Can you find the article, Aaron, where it talks about the
yeah,
styrofoam
sure.
prison?
Sure.
Okay.
It was the first honor system jail in the.
What were they?
the
Do they have
country.
prison overflow? Were they putting them in at Disneyland?
Oh,
Dude,
imagine.
how great would that be to get in prison, a prison inside Disneyland?
Probably the happiest prison on earth.
And they also hide all the rapes that are going on there as well.
Don't they? I think they do have. Don't they have cops?
Well, what they
have
do
like a
is
detention.
the
area.
doctors will drag them just outside of Disneyland before the
Yeah.
guy comes in the ass, and then he pronounces it a rape.
He goes, "Was it a rape? He didn't even finish." Nobody's ever finished inside Disneyland.
Nobody's been raped in Disneyland.
No one's ever actually come in Disneyland. We drag them out.
Do you think people fuck in Disneyland?
I was just thinking that, and I would guarantee they have.
Yeah, probably.
I'll give you a drug because my wife used to work there. She was a performer there.
Oh yeah.
So she knows all the ins and outs and the tunnels and everything. And they would, if you work there, you can just go anytime. So they would just go there and get drunk.
How though? There's
They
no
would
alcohol
they could.
There's alcohol.
now.
Oh, there was.
Before
But
there
You could
wasn't.
bring in you work there. No one's fucking checking anything on you.
True.
Bring in flasks. You show up wasted and high.
Maybe the tunnels are just all full service bars.
So Tammy and I auditioned for the cast for Disney.
Together, you're
Together.
like, it's us.
We
What were you
did.
doing? Live sex show part?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I got it.
She shit a banana out on my face.
And Lizzo was like disgusting.
What did you audition for?
We did a sketch for them, and they liked us, but they wanted
What was
to know
it? They're
if-
like, it's too much butt eating for Disney. But
there was probably butt eating in that sketch. Honestly, there probably was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there was. There definitely was because
Did they like the wholesome nature of a husband-wife team?
we were going to sacrifice Tammy as a virgin to a dragon.
Oh, that goes over
And they
well.
go, well, she's not a virgin. She goes, I am
No.
in my butt. And then she goes,
Shut up.
Yeah, that
no,
was
you
actually-
did not.
That is true.
Did not.
That's true.
We love it, but
That's true.
No.
It was a sketch called Dragon Cave. I guarantee you we did this.
Why? But you know you're not going to get hired at Disneyland with
We
that.
were offered the job.
Shut the fuck up.
Not to do that sketch.
They're like,
They went to Chicago.
Every 2 hours, you have to go.
What, you
do
mean,
this
was this the thing where it's like if you're gonna go hard R, go really hard because it's easier to pull back than it is tell someone to go harder?
I'm not writing a sketch for Disneyland to do at Disneyland. Okay.
Okay, so
I am
you're-
auditioning as a
That's
performer.
insane. So your sketch, your audition for Disneyland was a virgin's gonna get sacrificed to a dragon. Dragon's like sniffing her out, going, "Hey, this ain't no virgin."
And she goes, I am a virgin in my ass. And then she goes, oh, not really.
And then the dragon's like, "Well, good thing I brought my butt plunger."
He's like, where can we sign you?
Were you
to?
the dragon?
No, we were trying to kill a dragon. You never see the dragon.
And they're like, "Oh, we love it. We want to offer you this job."
What would you have done?
Fuck.
We would have done a sketch about Velcro, I think.
They're like, you know where we could plug this in?
At
Instead of
Epcot
butts,
Center.
let's make it Velcro. Instead of dragons.
They didn't take any of our material. But how do I make this more clear?
Why would you bring
You could
that
audition with
sketch?
whatever the fuck you wanted to. There were grown-ups, okay?
Why would there... Why did people laugh?
Yes, dude, we were good at comedy.
No, I know, but you would think people there are like, hey, it's not appropriate for children. Why go with the hard R when you go
Because
with
they will give you a script. They're not going to, we can say whatever we want. They just want to see if we're good performers.
Why wouldn't you go with hard G?
What's hard G?
Darn.
She's a virgin in her bottom hole.
This guy still goes with the same premise. Just changing the words.
Yeah, I don't think the words are the problem.
He goes, oh, she's not a virgin. The whole sexuality angle would have to be thrown out. Why didn't you do metaphors for it?
Because we already wrote the sketch.
But I'm saying you should have just done instead of, you should have put something in place. Should have just been a
I
metaphor
got the
for
job
a butthole.
offer. I didn't have to
It
do
should have
anything
been
different.
a dragon was going to sacrifice her dragon, but then the dragon, she had donuts to give him. And he's like, oh, the holes are missing on these.
What if the dragon was like,
serious?
oh, not a virgin? I think I'm going
You're
to keep.
wasting my fucking time, dude.
Spitballing.
I think the dragon should have been like, oh, not a virgin. Why don't you come hang out with me for a few
Yeah,
days?
here's my big. And then you play the giant dragon cock that he has. And he's like, oh, I'll go in there. And then he's like, you know what? I auditioned for it, and that was this. I reckon I like me the Peter Pan ride. Spilled mustard on my pants.
Like, here's your partner. Her name is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Why are you staring off into nothing?
I just remember one of the guys in our sketch comedy troupe couldn't get this joke right and drive me fucking insane.
What was the joke?
All right, so we were doing different Disney things.
And then after this, we're going straight to Aaron.
And we did. Do you remember how they had the penis on the castle in the Little Mermaid cover?
Yeah.
So
The
we
penis on the castle?
yeah. So we're doing that.
I don't
So
remember the penis on the
We were
castle.
playing the
It's
Little
on the
Mermaid
cover of the
music.
VHS.
Yeah.
It's an actual penis?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Didn't somebody
We have
know-
it. We have it. At
Wasn't
home
somebody's
at my parents'
nose a
house.
penis in Aladdin?
I don't
It
know
was
if that
Dr.
happens.
Penis Nose.
I think he called him Dick Nose Johnson.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, Robin Williams played a character called Dr. Penis Nose. It's some of the bloopers.
Could be. We don't know.
Snarf.
So what we did was we would play Under the Sea, and we had this castle set up, and then what we were supposed to do is this dildo would slowly wiggle out of the top of the. Yes, this dildo would slowly wiggle out of the top of the castle.
Hey guys, it's me.
But
Dildor.
every time we did it, the guy who was supposed to wiggle the dildo because he wanted to be seen would stand up and go and wave it around.
That's pretty funny, though.
It never
That's
worked.
pretty
It never
funny.
worked. No, the joke is.
Did you ever try it to be just a little out of the castle?
The joke is to slowly wiggle this dildo.
No, I know, but what if the sketch?
That's what's funny about it.
But did he
What's
ever?
funny about it is gradually seeing a dildo wiggle out of the top of the
But if he
castle.
never did the slow wiggle, how do you know that the joke would have even worked at all?
Because I know. Oh my God, are you serious? Because I know it's funny.
It might. No, I know, but it may have also. I mean, yeah, just because you. There's plenty of things that you're like, this is funny, and it.
Jesus Christ,
fly.
it would have landed, dude. Okay, it would have landed.
Do you want to have a Do you want to try it?
It
again?
drives me nuts.
Do you want to try it again?
You saw me dissociate about it. Like I was just like, duh.
Do you want to help me get you over this trauma?
Yeah, help me.
We can build a castle and do a dildo through it next episode.
And so we fly the guy in.
Do you still have that dildo?
No, we can't fly the guy in. We'll just do it here, and
He
then
can't be a part of it again.
and then we'll see if Aaron laughs, and if Aaron doesn't laugh,
he will laugh because if you
Aaron
wiggle
put a lot of pressure on you.
if
man.
you wiggle it the right way, it's so funny.
Who's going to be in charge of wiggling?
I
you?
better wiggle it this time. Okay, that was
How big is
my
this
mistake.
dildo?
It was probably a 12-inch dildo.
You need a because a big dildo, and then it's got to flop over and stuff.
There was we used it a lot. It was in a parrot cage one time.
Did you use it sexually on and off stage, or
We did
just-
not. This was for comedy only.
Okay.
You know that the manatees that we talked about last episode, that when they killed its brother,
I don't like to talk
they
about
found
it.
an 18-inch dildo at the bottom
That's
of the
not
tank.
true.
He tried to hide it with the cops came.
You guys have to not talk about that. It's too disturbing.
Would you want to get over this trauma? Because you did disassociate. Because what we could do is have
Very
a
possibly.
reenactment.
Very possibly.
Do you have like a castle cutout you can bring in?
I could make one.
Just make one, and then we'll work through it for you. This is our new podcast.
Are you gonna bring
It's called
a dildo?
It's called Helping Andrew Cope.
Because all of the dildos we have are
you bring the
used.
dildo.
So you guys bring a comedy dildo.
Yeah, it's only been used for comedy.
Yeah.
It's 17 inches. It weighs like 20 pounds.
Yeah, I know.
It has a suction cup on it.
Does it really?
Yeah.
So if you put it,
I thought it was double-ended.
Because
no,
I said
if you want to throw it on the wall,
it's so big that
So
you
it
have
has
to
balls
go.
too.
yeah.
You have to go the other end of the room, stick it to the wall, and then get a running start.
Do you think? What the fuck, dude? Who fucks a dildo that big?
Lots of people.
An overachiever.
This guy's like, believe me.
It was on
bro.
back order.
That's nothing. I fucked a dildo, dog. I fucked a dildo twice that size.
All right. Next week, will you build a castle? We'll do the dildo. We'll show you it doesn't work. You'll be over it.
It will work. You gonna stonewall me with this dildo?
What role will I play?
What fucking piece of shit? I have to go back and read the sketch. I'll have to go.
Do you still have it?
Oh, maybe in my hot.
Do you have it? Do you have it like on a wall with the guy's face and it circles and it's like you're next?
Do not serve.
Would you talk to the guy about doing it the way you wanted?
No, he can't do it. He physically couldn't do it. No matter how many times I told him, don't stand up and wave the dildo. It doesn't read. It doesn't make sense.
Was he disabled?
No, maybe.
Maybe he couldn't sit.
No, he could use his body.
I can't believe you just answered that question. Maybe he couldn't sit. No, I think he could definitely sit.
No, he could sit. Maybe he might have been mentally disabled.
Was the castle made of styrofoam?
No, it was made out of cardboard. I drew it and made it.
Speaking of styrofoam, hey Aaron, let's get an update on a 20-year-old tale from his
It's
childhood.
longer than that. This is an article in the LA Times dated November 8th, 1989.
Whoa.
12 a.m. midnight Pacific.
Oh,
Late night
Midnight
writing.
oil, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
Dexy's
El Cajon
Midnight
jail
Riders.
criticized after inmates dig through wall, escape, by Michael Granberry.
By
Supervisor
Cornhager Sr.
Supervisor George Bailey, fresh off of It's a Wonderful Life,
Wow, yeah.
on Tuesday strongly criticized the design of the county jail in El Cajon, which is in East San Diego, citing that it is the reason 7 inmates were able to punch a hole through the wall and escape.
Yeah, that's a critical failure.
Yeah, 5 of those who escaped Sunday night remained at large on Tuesday. 2 others were captured Monday, one in San Diego, the other in El Cajon. The prisoners punched a hole in Module 7C and descended to the ground on a 250-foot rope fashioned from 30 bed sheets.
Jesus Christ! 250-foot rope?
Old-timey escape. It was the wall that Bailey pointed to as the best example of shoddy construction on the part of the architect who designed the facility, which opened 7 years ago.
Oh, because he's like...
It took them 7 years to figure out this was a styrofoam wall.
They're also like, it's up really high, so we can just start building styrofoam after like level 5 because no one's going to jump out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unless they
probably.
put together bed sheets like some comedy fucking silent movie.
7
Let's
years.
give them all 30 bed sheets each.
Literally 7 years. Good luck. That's all they had.
Yeah.
On the outside walls, you have foam stuck on top of drywall. You can pick through it in a matter of minutes. I'm no expert on construction, but I do know enough about jails to know that you never put that kind of wall in a jail.
Is this Aaron talking, or is this
No,
the
this
writer?
is George Bailey.
Okay.
What if Aaron, we find out what it was George Bailey?
I wish I could get into a Jimmy Stewart
He's actually
impression.
like 65 years old. He used to be a reporter
Aaron
for
looks
El
great.
Cajon
Aaron looks
Times.
great for his age.
Bailey said he does not know the name of the architect who designed the building, but he called it the most poorly designed
you know who
jail.
it was? Sling Blade. I reckon I like to put
poorly
styrofoam
designed
over
jail
the
in
drywall.
It was designed by the architecture firm Cheapskate McRascals.
Charlie Munger, before he started doing dorms.
Oh, he was building fucking
Dude, how
styrofoam jails.
how great is that? That whatever politician fucking hired these contractors, they were in cahoots together, and
Yeah.
he's like, we will just go from like level 3 up, all styrofoam, and I'll split
And
it
you'll
50-50.
yeah, you'll pocket the
we both
money.
walk away with $10 million each.
This is exactly why countries fall apart.
Yeah.
Well, literally, I mean, why would they fall apart? They're made of styrofoam.
Why, dude, some bridges are made of styrofoam.
Dude,
This is George Bailey's not entirely without blame here. Sunday's escape was the second from jail since its opening. The first occurred in July. So 4 months earlier, someone had done this using the same bedsheet technique and escaping the same way.
What? It's a proven technique. How the hell are they getting all these goddamn bed sheets? Wait, is no one checking bed sheets?
They say, pass it down.
He's like, put it in your pants.
If you work in the laundry. This is not as nearly as safe a facility as, say, our temporary facility in Las Colinas. It's in the middle of nowhere. Bailey said there, at least you have a couple of fences to clear if you do manage to get out.
Oh, there's not even fences here.
No, this is a tall building. You can see it from the freeway.
Fenceless prison?
It's a city jail, so it's not
Dude,
prison.
how
It's,
scary is that fucking...
you're-
what level were they on?
they did 250 feet, so
they're on the breakout
25th
level.
floor.
Damn, dude. You know how fucking
long
terrifying that would be to climb on bed sheets
On a
down
bed sheet,
fucking
yeah.
250
that are
feet?
tied by some asshole who's in there for.
Holy
They
shit.
said one
Owning a
guy grew
bomb.
his hair really long, and the other guys climbed down.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Worst comes worst, you start to fall. You just punch a hole in the styrofoam and go all the way.
Yeah, it's like climb into another level. Hey, this is the women's section.
Or you could use like grappling hooks and just slide.
Yeah,
like,
just like claw your
Wolverine
way
down.
Yeah.
They said that they were like 10 feet shy, so some guy let him climb down his dick.
One guy did it like the pirate way. He got one of those plastic knives from the commissary, and he stuck it
sloughed
in
it down the
sloughed
sail?
it down the sail.
This is a ninja could easily go down this.
Yeah, yeah, dude, a ninja could easily
ninja
break out of a styrofoam prison
Yeah.
made by corrupt county officials.
Or a guy who used to work putting up cable or climbing light poles
Yeah,
with those little spike shoes.
I used to have those when I was a kid. I used to climb trees with the spiked shoes.
I'm in a
The spikes.
styrofoam case of emotion.
You get to the ground, you're gone. Bailey says. Crowding is a horrible problem at the jail.
They're like, so we let him get out.
He's blaming crowding now.
He said the
instead
El
of,
Cajon jail holds
styrofoam.
3 times as many inmates as it was built to handle.
Oh Jesus Christ! But they might have literally just been pushed out the wall.
That's how it started.
Yeah, there's like so many people. He's like, I'm falling through the wall. God damn.
Crowding makes it inmates harder to supervise, he said, contributing to escapes.
Do they use this this jail a lot of times for archery on the outside? Just spray targets on there right in the styrofoam.
Bailey said all 7 inmates who escaped Sunday are dangerous and had been incarcerated for major crimes.
Even better.
Salvatore Cerna, 37, was arrested Monday after he was trying to burglarize a home short distance from the jail.
This guy was trying.
Right back to it.
He had no money.
He couldn't
needed some
even
cash.
wait.
By the way, This is actually worse than the hay bale prison that they used to have.
Is that what they use in Indiana?
Yeah,
hay bale prisons.
They had,
Don't push this out.
there was an origami prison in Baltimore.
The origami prison started in Japan.
You get paper
used to-
cuts.
They use the sliding paper doors.
They probably do in Japan. Rice paper prison.
Now, he says these guys are all held on major crimes. We don't know what Salvatore Cerne it was in for originally, but he's trying to burglarize somebody after that. Keith Inman, 20 years old.
You think he was in there for just something petty crime, and he goes, "Fuck it, I'm gonna stay."
It says what they are. So, Keith Inman, who also escaped but was caught, was being held on charges of possessing narcotics.
Oh, okay. That's
6 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. Okay, that's not great.
This guy. You lead with the narcotics.
But still at large, Charles Anderson, possession of narcotics. Russell Stewart, probation violation. Umberto Ledesma, a transient on grand theft charges. Who knows what that is? Israel Garibay held on burglary, and Pedro Perez was being held on a parole violation.
Okay.
These aren't
So
major.
not
This is
major,
not major
crimes.
Yeah, but who knows what they were on probation for?
Yeah,
True.
It doesn't
should
say.
Yeah.
They were on probation for violating their first probation.
Did they get all of these guys later in life, or I hope some
I
of them
got
are
no
still at
update
large?
on that. This is from the archives. I
Damn,
don't know.
dude, can you imagine that? You get up there, fucking, they don't give a fuck. They cheapskated half the building.
That's the only article that comes up.
That is a long way to climb down, though.
And what? Who wrote this? The Onion, or is it? This is a real article.
Oh, they did name a detention center after this George Bailey guy. Not the same. Not the same
What was it
one.
called? What was it called? Hobby
It's
Lobby.
a full prison.
Michael's by the prison.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Jesus.
George
Man,
Bailey was
see-
that into writing about prison? They named one after him.
No, he was a county supervisor.
he was the county supervisor who took all the money allegedly for the.
Why would you
fucking-
want to have a prison named after you? Wouldn't you want a library instead?
No, dude, that's power.
Might even
dude.
be a juvenile facility. I'm not sure. Oh,
They
that's-
name all
that's
prisons
Donovan.
after the presidents.
Do they really?
John F. Kennedy Penitentiary.
Hey Reagan, do you have a
Earl
prison named
Skakel
after you?
Penitentiary.
Be cool.
Robert F. Kennedy.
They've got Robert
Weird
F.
Jewish
Kennedy.
Conspiracy prison.
He's got rehab centers named after him.
Oh, jeez, man. That guy went off the. That guy jumped the shark quick.
They've
huh?
all jumped the shark.
Yeah, but he also said that they engineered COVID to not affect Chinese people or Jewish people.
Only a section of
Is
Jewish
this
people.
true?
Yes.
Only a
No,
section.
I'm asking, is it true if it was engineered?
No comment.
We can't get a word out of this guy.
What about your boy Barack in the news? DeWitt?
Oof, I can't talk about
Care
it. You
to comment?
texted me about it.
Care to
I
comment?
I got nervous from your text, bro.
What did he do?
There's some stuff about him saying, I've made love to me. He was writing some love letters. Danish sent it to me. It made me
Wait,
so
he was
nervous.
writing love letters? He said
He wrote a love letter to one of his girlfriends. He goes, in
But
my
he was like
mind,
21 years old.
I make love to men all the time in my imagination.
He said, I make love to men in my imagination every day.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And that,
Who
that,
got
that
the
letter,
letter?
that letter is surfaced, and that those parts were redacted, but they somehow got back in there.
He's like, you can don't redact those.
They
And that
filed
guy's
a
like, I
freedom of
told you he was a Mac Daddy.
They filed a Freedom of Information Act on it.
Why? Because what are they in the National Archive?
I don't
They're
know.
the National Sexting Letters Museum.
National Horny Letters.
What if all those
National
boxes?
Horny Letters.
What if all the boxes of top secret info that Trump had was all just Barack Obama gay porn fan fiction?
I'll tell you about another thing I imagined. Sucking a guy's balls.
It's like a picture.
And then one day I didn't have
Draw a little
to.
picture of me sucking his balls. That'd be crazy, by the way. Hand-drawn gay porn of Barack Obama sucking a guy's balls.
And he goes, "This is what it looks like." And then one day it wasn't in my imagination anymore. It was in my mouth.
He has to clarify that the picture he drew of him sucking a nutsack is what him sucking a nutsack would look like.
What if it's important documents, but he just gets bored during meetings and he draws that stuff all
What if,
over?
so he's sitting there.
And so every government document while he was in office is just like a penis shooting cum.
Dude, what if you took a piece of paper and you traced it with a pencil over the Oval Office and it was just him? It was just came out markings of dicks and him and balls in his mouth.
Oh, like in whatchamacallit?
Oh, and fucking is that
The
Big
dude.
Lebowski?
Yeah, Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
He traces over it. Jackie Treehorn is just drawing a guy's penis.
Wait, can we read this whole story?
Yeah, let me get the quotes.
This
here.
is great.
There's more. He's very new agey.
Hey, Michelle, can you wear this football helmet and these pads?
All right, so
Can you try on my butt?
He's like a Marlon Wayans from Scary Movie.
he wrote of his own
Or,
androgynous
whatever the other Wayans.
was the first
Sean
scary-
Wayans. Yeah.
First scary movie.
He wrote of his own androgynous mind, and in quotes, making love to men daily, but in the imagination.
How's that androgyny?
I don't know.
It's more like bisexuality.
This guy goes to bisexuality all the time.
Yeah.
Says the more than 40-year-old letter to an ex-girlfriend recently resurfaced after Obama biographer David Garrow gave a long and winding interview on the one-time commander-in-chief. In regard to homosexuality, I must say that I believe this is an attempt to remove oneself from the present, a refusal perhaps to perpetuate the endless farce of earthly life. You see, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination.
What does that mean?
That's why he must have been doing a lot of drugs.
By the way, what
Sounds
the
like
fuck?
drug talk.
What, that first sentence is out of unhinged as well.
In regard to homosexuality, I must say that I believe this is an attempt to remove oneself from the present, a refusal perhaps to perpetuate the endless farce of earthly life. You
What
see,
the fuck
I make
does that
love.
mean?
I make
What
love.
does that mean?
It's ramblings.
I don't know what that
It's ramblings of a man. Maybe he wrote it while he had balls in his
I
mouth.
know what this means.
And he couldn't see the paper?
Yeah, he's like, oh, what? I don't know. What am I saying here?
You see, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination. Good
Yeah.
bait and switch. He said, my mind is androgynous to a great extent, and I hope to make it more so until I can think in terms of people, not women as opposed to men. But in returning to the body, I see that I've been made a man.
He's non-binary.
And physically in life, I choose to accept that contingency. And by the way, Nancy Pelosi's got big, beautiful beef bombers.
She did not say
big,
that.
big juicy milkers.
This sounds like the letter of a guy who's gay and hates that he's gay.
Yeah. He's like trying to suppress it.
He's like, first of all, fuck you.
I worked at a seafood restaurant.
I don't want to fucking go to the bathroom when
Shut
you
the
guys
fuck
are in
up,
there.
O'Neill. Let me do the fucking intro.
When I hear you guys pissing, your fucking girthy urethras make me horny.
This guy never let me suck it.
Obama dated this woman when he was at Occidental College.
Dude, that's right.
You went to accidental college?
That was right behind my old house.
yeah.
And there was I used to use the bathrooms in Occidental, and I would see drawings, and it would just be a dude sucking a dude's balls, and it said Barack was
It says
here.
future President Barack Obama.
No, he didn't want to be a president at that point. He wanted to do porn.
Wanted to be a go-go dancer. The letter is currently owned by Emory University, which doesn't permit it to be photographed or removed. Instead,
But you could read it like on a display.
the biographer's friend transcribed the paragraphs by hand and sent them to the author.
By the way, I like how they're like, we won't let you photograph it because why? You're gonna degrade the paper with the flat. What is this, a Van Gogh? It's a fucking letter about him sucking dudes off.
It's an Obama sex
Why
letter.
can't you take a picture of it?
It's crazy. But then I got nervous when
How much
Danish
would
told
this-
me about this because then his chef mysteriously drowned, you know.
Yeah, and they said he drowned on semen.
I'll let you do this conspiracy stuff. I'll let you say what I'm thinking.
The biographer got pissed when people asked him about these letters. He said, I'm a historian, not a psychologist, but I think it's public record. News that a majority of human beings have sexual fantasies.
It sounds like this guy's got problems too. Like he's struggling with something. By the way, just fucking live your life. You'll have a happier life. This is why he fucking let the bankers off the hook.
Yeah, because they had big old penises.
Yeah. Well, show me your dicks and I'll let you guys go.
You two are going to get in a bailout? You are not.
Yeah. He's
Dear
like,
Andrew, it's me, Obama.
line up and start sucking. But this is the problem.
I can help
Just
you.
be open about
Michelle's
it.
going to help you lose that weight so you can get to that 8 inches, and then I can suck that big hard.
He said, I guess his friend is the father of his 2 daughters.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is this really true?
You
can't do fake stuff right now. Okay? Because when it comes to conspiracy theories, I believe everything. So, like, you can't.
Those aren't his kids. He couldn't get it up.
His daughters are made of styrofoam.
So
Is that true?
Yes.
his friend would remove the semen from him and then put it in Michelle.
So a guy would suck Obama's dick and spit it in her pussy?
Well, it didn't have to spit. I mean, it's a
'Cause that's
crude
what
way
you're
of
saying.
putting it. I know he could have.
That's a crude way of putting it.
I mean, you
I
don't
put it
have
in
to
a classier way.
You don't have
His
to come
friend
in the
would
mouth
come
all the
over
time.
and remove the semen from the nutsack through the urethra through a series of sucking motions.
Have you ever?
He'd milk them.
His favorite fucking singer was Urethra Franklin.
I could do it. You got lead here.
You're on a timeout,
Dude, Urethra Franklin was a
take it
drag
with-
queen who sang tunes about.
Who sang tunes? Looney Tunes.
Oh, you pansexual Mac Daddy.
Here's the deal. He fantasizes about dudes all the time. You fantasize about dudes, O'Neill?
No,
Danish, you fantasize about dudes?
No, sir.
Yeah.
I wish.
So I fantasize about dudes, but I've also sucked wieners. Okay,
Oh.
so
You ever fantasize about Aaron?
about kissing him right now?
You ever fantasize about Aaron? The guy. Do you ever? You know, in The Shining, when Scatman Crothers, does he ever tell you anything about the Overlook Hotel? About this place, the Overlook Hotel? That's my favorite. My wife and I do that all the time.
Uh-huh.
Does they ever tell you about anything about this place? About the Overlook Hotel?
And then your wife goes, hee hee.
So I'm saying, have you ever fantasized about anyone in this room?
No.
Aaron?
No, I just said no.
What if we find out Obama's #1 crush is Aaron?
That's crazy.
But only as Ronald Reagan.
What do you mean? What kind of question is that?
It's a good one.
What if we found out that he tattooed ATC Studios on his butthole?
Dude, that'd be even crazier.
suspicious.
I don't know. It'd be crazier, I think, Aaron, as opposed to ATC.
Michelle, I want to enter the softball league to get close to a friend of mine, Aaron.
So Michelle Obama's book about her fucking life is all bullshit, because the whole time she's like, she just, do weird shit.
Do you think she cares about these letters coming out, or she's like, Barack, we need to talk?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I like fucking pussy,
No, I know, but I'm saying, but I read in some thing where he was always doing it from behind, but he would make her wear this these hairy shoulders.
Did not fucking
No,
read
like
that.
hairy
Where
shoulders.
did you read this?
I read
They
this.
fucked Michelle Obama from behind and put makeup hairy shoulders on
Yeah,
her.
professional. This is why he was so intertwined
Shut
with
the
Hollywood.
fuck up!
He was so intertwined with Hollywood. This is where your Nazi
She's like-
makeup artists come in.
I undergo 8 hours of makeup every day so that Barack can fuck me from behind.
The hardest role I play is a man.
But this is dangerous. You can't have a guy who's concealing who he truly is. That has bad ramifications.
It all comes back to the cigarettes. If you can't come out
Yep.
with that, what else is he?
And
That's
you know
true.
that he had, because he smoked Cools,
Yeah.
all his cigarettes were custom made. There's little penises on the filters.
I smoke penises daily.
I don't like the taste
Behind the White House.
And also behind the White House.
And they all had balls. So when he would, there was a
cigarettes-
photo of him.
His cigarettes were not custom made with balls.
Dude, there's a photo of him smoking behind the White House. In the alley behind.
down for the cigarette.
In the alley behind.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
telling you, it's the
He was
truth.
on his knees, but in the alley, in the alley behind the White House.
Yeah.
Is there an alley behind the White House?
Yes, there is. That's
Shut
what's
the
going on.
fuck up! There's no alley behind the White House.
He had a piece of wood propping the door open so it didn't lock.
Did you see those
from the
pictures of
inside.
Barack Obama sucking a cigarette's dick in the dirty alley behind the
Yes,
White House?
He had a piece of wood that propped the door open because he did it all the time.
You've never heard it?
And he had the balls. The balls were on his chin. He was like
Shut the
this.
fuck up!
And he smoked like this. He grabbed the cigarette like a this. And it's and then he just pulled that out.
This motherfucker said like a this.
You've never heard of Presidential Alley?
Aaron, does the White House have an alley?
Yes, look it up, Aaron, and show him the alley. Aaron, will you please show him the? I'll look it up right now. I'll show you.
You better look it up and show me where Pee Wee's bicycle is. The fucking alley behind the White House.
Who knew that Barack was a click-clacker?
A click-clacker. Oh, he sucked a few dicks.
I knew Barack. I hung out at Occidental College.
It was no accident that he sucked my penis.
This is the fucking alley behind the White House.
Shut the fuck up!
That's the alley behind the. Aaron, look at this.
This is an AI alley clip art.
This is the alley.
That's not the alley behind the White House.
You can get the idea. That's the alley.
get the
I
idea.
typed in White House alley, dude.
Shut up!
That is
Shut
it.
up!
That's it. You can see the door.
You can see what door?
The door that he goes out and smokes. You can see all the butts. It's all little testicles laying all over the ground.
You can see where he kicks the stray cat that hangs out by the White House.
And he does
alley.
it. You know when he puts the butt on the ground with the balls, he rubs it in with his foot, and it's a metaphor for him suppressing his homosexuality.
They said a lot
it's
of
sad.
a lot of his Secret Service guys were from the Thunder from Down Under show in Vegas.
Former Chippendale dancers. He had the hunkiest.
Hey, by the way, that'd be the craziest.
Dude, he had the hunkiest. You mean to type in hunky Barack Obama hunky Secret Service?
They said he made love to Steve Brule once.
While he was eating eggs.
That's so gross, dude.
My dream is to make love to Steve Brule while he's
For
eating
sure,
eggs.
that guy has doo-doo ass.
Let's
For
talk
sure.
about the
Obama?
the ethereal.
No, Steve Brule.
Putin hated him because he's like, he has doo-doo butt.
Obama did not have doo-doo.
They said he kissed Putin once.
I would tongue. I slipped him tongue.
He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna be putting it in."
Dude, if he just came out, nobody would give a shit.
People give a shit.
I mean, but ultimately, what life are you living? You're blowing up hospitals with drones because you're mad about not being able to be free.
Free to suck wieners.
Do whatever you want. You don't have to suck them.
I like a droner.
You can
and
fuck them.
I like a droner, and I like a nice man's boner.
He's like, I think these guys said I was a homosexual, but I'm going to prove I'm not because I'm going to blow up the building.
Drone strike, boner tonight.
Only in my mind.
I think but it's extraordinarily sad that you have to live a lie. That is
Yeah,
sad.
that is sad,
I hate
dude.
when I see that because it's like you're not living your full life.
But it seems like with the letter, he's trying to admit. He's trying to be open.
It seems like that letter seems like his girlfriend was like, "Why are you fucking guys?" Doesn't it seem like
And
that?
he's like, well, I had an essay assignment.
"Well, I consider myself gender neutral in the brain."
one time
Insane.
he was doing one of those
the main brain.
one of those ceremonial signings of some bill, but he used his own pen. And
did
then
he?
one of the guys who was doing the signing tilted it, and then it slid down, and it was a dude's pants coming off with a huge cock.
They said all his pens had balls.
Did you know? That's true.
All his
Is that
pens
really
had
true?
balls on them at the
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
bottom.
They were all ballpoint pens. Legitimately.
Presidential ballpoint pens.
Yeah. No, that is also true.
He was our first black and gay president.
Yeah.
No, Abraham Lincoln was our first gay president.
He was gay?
That's the rumor.
Gabraham?
Gabraham Stinkin. Bacon.
Who says that?
Who says that? Historians.
He slept in a bed with another man for like most of his 20s.
Yeah, and you haven't, Aaron?
So did I. I slept in bed with my brother during the summer because he had air conditioning in his room.
You
These
couldn't
guys-
sleep on the
But
floor.
we had a
Definitely
king size. Oh yeah, I would sleep on the floor for 3 months. You fucking dope. We had a king size bed.
Who was this guy with Lincoln?
I gotta look him up.
Was it
I think
Booth?
he was. No, he was.
It was Boone.
Oh, John Wilkes Booth.
Can you imagine if
think I
Boone
did
was a
fuck
time? Can you imagine if Boone was a time traveler and you saw these pictures with him?
Yes, I can actually imagine it. I really can.
And he's like, "Oh, I buried a what was it?
I buried an egg outside
in
Lincoln's yard.
Obama or no, in Lincoln's front yard, and then he got shot."
Oh, Abe. You better wear a top hat on that penis.
You better wear a top hat on that penis. For sure.
Oh, I met Joyce DeWitt.
For sure. Abraham Lincoln had a huge wiener.
How does it make you feel though that you may have had lunch with a guy who interacted with Abe Lincoln?
Well, that's nonsense because that,
He could be a time. You said it could be a time traveler.
okay.
And you were very
It makes me
professional
feel
towards him.
Weird.
And he liked you,
Yeah.
maybe as much as he liked Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, I don't think he liked me that much.
Joshua Fry Speed shared a bed with Lincoln for 4 years when they were both bachelors, and a poem he wrote referred to a marriage between two men as evidence.
Yeah, just guys being guys,
This
Aaron.
guy's joking around.
Yeah, but
Having a good time.
for 4 years.
How many times?
Bachelors or
I've
single?
fake married my male friends a million times. I'd say, hey, we're married.
Let's be hilarious bachelors together in this big bed.
Yeah, here. It's okay. Let's pretend it's our wedding night.
Hey, let's pretend your butthole's a pussy.
They said the play he was seeing the night he was shot was a gay.
It was the birdcage. It was
Full-
like, it was
Yeah.
like it was La Cage aux Folles
the birdcage.
with Nathan Lane.
He was seeing Shaving Ryan's Privates.
That's why. Yeah, he was seeing a parody porno.
That's all they had back then. If you want to do a parody porno, it had to be on stage.
It was Brokeback Mountain. They saw the original.
That's where Ang Lee got the idea for Brokeback Mountain.
He did.
I can't quit you, Abe.
Like when Abraham Lincoln's like, "Whoa, is this play about me?"
He's like, what the hell? I can't quit you, Barack.
It was written by the guy that he slept in the bed with.
Yeah, Charles Borkner Douglas III.
Well, we're gonna break up, but I'm still gonna fuck you in my mind.
Yeah,
Can you imagine
Every
that?
day.
believe that.
That'd be a tough thing to hear
I
from
don't
somebody.
want to get punked like that. Remember when he did that with that kid when he's talking to that 18-year-old kid?
Who?
He goes, "These politicians doing corrupt stuff. Hey, if I was you, I'd think I don't want to get punked like that." Do you remember
Obama
that?
said
Yeah.
that? I don't want to get poked in the butt like that. Let me see your dick.
That's what he said. I want to get punked in the butt like that. Let me see your dick.
Here's my summer playlist: YMCA,
That's why he went to Hawaii.
Cheryl
dude.
Crow.
It's raining men.
The soundtrack to every gay porno I've ever watched.
Tutti frutti, good booty.
I love Wham.
Anything by Wham. That's what he said.
And
Freddie Mercury.
anything, I like Glory Hole by Beach Cops.
B-52s.
Over the Borderline. Madonna the Immaculate Collection.
He loves Madonna.
But by the way, that's a great. I like. I used to jam that all the
I
time.
used to draw a lady from my art class naked to that song. She'd come over and pose for me. I'd draw her.
And you play that song?
Because that's what she liked to listen to. Yeah.
you draw big wieners on her?
feel what?
I didn't draw big wieners on her.
Well, anyway, look, this guy. It's sad, and then his wife has to go through all this stuff that she goes through.
What stuff?
Prosthetic back hair.
That stuff is not real.
They
though.
put tricep huge. You know, she's pretty jacked. He made her lift weights.
That's true. He did make her lift weights. Do you think they fuck Amazonian style? Have you seen that?
What does that mean?
It's a way where
On a river
a man and a woman fuck.
with piranhas biting you.
I understood the fucking part.
But the guy bends his dick down and he puts his legs up, and the girl fucks him with her
Oh,
pussy
I couldn't
like
do that.
You don't
My
think you
dick
get? Well,
doesn't-
yeah, your
my
dick
dick
doesn't
goes
work
straight
that
up.
Wait, is the woman laying or doggy style?
The woman is on her knees, thrusting into his penis.
You know that Paul Abdul song, Straight Up? Don't tell me that your dick doesn't bend. It's about me.
I love me some Paul Abdul.
No, it wasn't. She wrote that about an 8-year-old boy.
Yeah. Straight up, don't tell me your dick doesn't bend.
Oh, oh, oh.
We're having fun.
All right.
Do you think Obama was jealous
You
of...
need to go warm up for a little bit.
I'm hot. I'm red hot, baby.
Think he was jealous of Wayne Brady coming out as pansexual and he wanted to get the headlines?
Oh, you snuck this to the news?
He slept in bed. He slept in the White House with Wayne Brady for 4 years.
Is that true?
What a secret
They're
that would
both
be.
bachelors in the White House.
And he goes, in the morning, you got to sneak out. Just
He'd go
got
out
to
the
get out real early.
He'd go out the alley.
Yeah, that's why they had the alley there.
In the morning when I rise, I love to see Wayne Brady's thighs.
Between my thighs. You got Wayne Brady eyes. And I love you. In my mind.
And I fuck you.
In my mind and in real life. I don't please tell my wife.
So I think the presidential wives know everything, right? They just support.
Yeah, have you ever seen the Presidential Wives Club, that movie?
I did, yeah.
It's Babs Bush.
I used to watch Presidential Wives of Atlanta.
This would explain. This would explain why George
They
W.
should do
Bush is always putting the Mac on
Oh,
Michelle
dude.
Obama.
Yep.
He's like, hey, I got some good dick for you, Michelle.
He's like, word on the street
Can I
is.
interest you in some barely competent penis?
And Laura Bush looks like a dude, so she's getting with Obama. So maybe that's how it goes. Or Bush is like,
You've already done this scenario out where you're like,
no, I know, but it's more evidence.
of that scenario.
We may have to rewrite a rap song with Meatloaf and Obama.
George W. Bush is slamming Michelle.
Yeah, Bush
He
is
goes-
behind closed doors with Meatloaf and Laura and Michelle. And Obama's like, hey, come on now, let me get in there. Let me have some of that. Let me have some of your juicy booty.
Will the truth ever come out?
Yeah, I think so.
You think eventually?
I think the truth will come on.
But the problem is there will be aliens on the news before then. Like,
no, they don't care. They'll care about Obama being gay
Yeah.
more than they'll care about aliens. Right
yeah,
now,
that's
we're
true.
not.
That is true.
We don't give a fuck.
No, we don't
I-
give a fuck about the aliens.
If aliens are proved to be 100% real, we owe a lot of motherfuckers some apologies because people were being raped by aliens and we were mocking them.
yeah.
Rape survivors.
And we were like,
Alien rape survivors.
ha 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 ha.
Yeah, we're like dorks, liars, piece of shit.
You probably just got raped by a regular guy.
Can you imagine you got raped by an alien? That's more horrific than anything on Earth. And
It
we were
is
like,
pretty scary. It
in
is
your
scary.
face, liar.
Aaron, would you play in a league that allowed one alien team?
I mean, it depends on if that's a benefit to them.
No, but they have ray guns.
What if
and
they're
if you
super
strike
small?
them out, they'll kill you.
And they're like, "I'll kill your family." You're like, "Oh shit!"
yeah.
Not again.
Did you ever get horny to the TV show Alien Nation when they would lick each other's spots?
With the balds, they were all bald.
That movie, that show freaked me the fuck out. And the movie, it freaked me the fuck out because you couldn't escape them. They were like, they were here. There's nothing we could do.
Yeah, but they're not. But the whole point of it was they were just trying to be in our society.
I know, but they were doing bad stuff too.
They're here
Not all of them doing bad stuff.
and they're queer. Well, I may want to take a look at this.
Maybe take a look at that rear.
It's time to kick it into high gear. Dude, it was terrifying because you're like,
terrifying.
Styrofoaming.
but you don't know
What was terrifying about the aliens in Alien Nation? They were just bald with spots on their heads.
I know, but they all came down and they had the ships.
So what, dude? Are you confusing this with V?
No, I saw both of them. V terrified me as well.
Okay, but
They would rip the skin off.
I know, and they would eat mice whole.
I don't remember that part, but I do remember the skin and it was green.
Yeah, because they're reptile people.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to tell us the truth.
Which is where the conspiracy came from the TV show.
So you thought the aliens in Alien Nation were scary?
Because it was like they just came here. and
Aaron, can you
showed
bring up a picture of the aliens from Alien Nation?
Well, I know you're going to love it.
So we can see what Ryan was scared of.
No, it was
they were
scary
all
because
bald?
they invaded. They invaded, and then they were doing crazy shit. And weren't they stronger?
No, I don't think so.
None of them had hair at all.
No, they don't have.
No,
hair.
but they started going to Turkey to get hair transplants.
How would they?
And so then there were Alien Nation season 4. A lot of them had
They
fucked
had
up hair.
infected hair pluck transplants from Turkey.
They had gravy on it.
Did they have shoulder
Like, hey,
hair?
if I'm going to Turkey, I might as well
Didn't go to the gravy.
might as well assimilate.
Go to the gravy roller coaster.
In Turkey?
Yeah, good gravy.
But it is okay. So it is sad. The whole Obama couldn't live. He couldn't live the presidency that he wanted to live, which was like letting bankers off the hook and fucking dudes.
Yeah, dude.
He only lived one of those dreams. He was only able to live one of those dreams.
Letting the bankers out. Yeah, she was letting bankers
Well,
out.
you can't win them all, Michelle.
So I'll keep that in my imagination for now.
So I'll keep sucking these custom cools with balls on the filters and hanging out in the alley behind the White House.
yes, we can have sex with men in our minds.
In our minds. It's a crazy thing to say.
What if he woke up? He's like, I thought it was in my mind. Now it's in my pants.
James
'cause he
wants
had
to
a wet
know.
dream?
James wants to know, would Andrew fuck one of those aliens?
From what was it called?
Alien Nation or V? Which
Yeah.
one? You choose.
I'd fuck either of them.
You would love to Claude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks like a cool dude.
Okay, but they also have ladies.
He's
There are
just got
ladies
liver
on the
spots
show.
all over him.
They have ladies on the show.
Is that Mick Jagger?
No.
It's not.
I know he's doing his best.
I used to think. I honestly, when I was a kid, I used to think it was Mick Jagger.
That's what's his name? Fucking guy. He's married to that chick.
Bruce Valanche?
Yeah. Bruce Flange Jr.
Bruce Willis?
Would you fuck Obama?
So this is what O'Neill was scared of. Was the guy on the right?
Yeah, they came down from an outer space.
From an outer space.
We
And
come
they
down from
weren't
France.
cool. They were doing crazy shit.
They weren't doing
They
anything
made crazy drugs.
This guy's a cop.
Yeah, he's
You
just a
idiot.
regular guy.
I'm a cop.
He's not just a regular guy. He's a fucking crazy alien. And they started doing crazy shit. They had superpowers. They would get hopped up on these drugs, and it would give them crazy powers, and
Is
no one
that
could
true?
stop them.
Yeah, I feel like you're like confusing a lot of different shows.
No, that was happening.
And they went in those cocoons and they became young again.
That's why they hired this
Yeah.
guy.
And then they found a pirate ship, and an octopus was there.
But they cut it.
Would you? Okay. Would you
The
carry
octopus was
on?
really scary. What octopus?
Would you carry on a secret affair with Obama?
No.
You wouldn't. You would want it to be public.
What if it got you like huge tax benefits and stuff?
Okay. What tax benefits do I need?
Well, what if it gets you a house?
Yeah. Okay.
This guy's like, I'm willing to pay my fair share. Look, that's a family of aliens.
Yeah.
Is it a man or a
It's
woman
like
in
the
the middle?
Coneheads in real life.
That's a man in the middle.
With that shirt?
Yeah.
That's the 80s, man.
Why is Chris
late 80s,
Elliott
early
with them?
90s.
That's Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah.
It's like
so
Robin Williams in the middle, to be honest.
yeah. So why were you scared of these ladies?
Because I think they had powers.
I don't
They would
think
get
they
hopped
did.
up on custom drugs, and they would.
It's crazy how
Leap.
little they look like aliens. It is pathetic.
You don't know what aliens look like.
look crazy. They don't look like.
It's fucking pathetic, like how human they look. It's so shitty.
No.
But how do you know what aliens look like?
And they had weird customs.
What were their customs? Oh, they wouldn't. I remember they wouldn't give each other dead flowers. They'd only give each other live plants.
What?
I think you're confusing.
No,
Steel magnolias with fucking
They only
alien
gave each other
nation.
live plants.
Who would give someone a dead flower, though?
Okay, when you cut a flower, it's already dead.
By the way, the comment section is going to be great. Fucking O'Neill doesn't know anything about alien nation.
Yeah, they are gonna get mad at you.
Listen, so you would not carry on a secret romance with Obama?
For a house, I would. Yeah.
Okay, well, you could hang out at his house.
Here's-
He's gonna murder you.
I don't want to hang out
Can
at
you
his
imagine
house.
if you were hanging out for a year, for you have a secret romance for a year, then we find you dead on a bodyboard in the ocean? You've never or fucking paddleboarded in your life?
Here's the romantic comedy. You are with Obama to get a house. He finds out, but then it's like, no, but I do really love you. Like, it started as that. And he gets mad.
I don't think I could love.
Oh, this whole thing's a joke to you,
Fatal
Andrew?
Attraction. Oh, Michelle's out of town for the weekend. This was a one-time fling.
We're gonna.
By the way, Fatal Attraction, one of the most terrifying movies for men ever created. I watch it all the time.
The remake?
It is horrific. They already remade this. They did the series, and it was terrible.
They're remaking it with Aaron and
Andrew
Obama's playing.
and your wives will play each other. No, okay.
James
So-
says the aliens got drunk on spoiled milk, which I can't tell if that's a joke or if that's
It
real.
could be real. That could be real.
See, is that what you want? A bunch of fucking guys, you smell their breath, it smells like sour milk.
Okay, but that doesn't panic me.
Chunky sour milk, the whole world would stink. Every time they fucking...
This guy sounds racist as fuck.
Because I don't want aliens from outer space.
This guy's sitting on his porch with his alien shotgun.
Oh, I would. I'd be like, get off my lawn. So listen,
You stinky milk drinkers.
what if you... Okay, you're having this affair over the weekend. It's you and Obama. His wife's out of town.
Yeah.
You meet at a meeting. You're like, hey, you get the number.
You meet through Dolores.
And then you're going real crazy. Because you know the sex scene in Fatal Attraction's crazy. She's just like ripping his pants down, just fucking. He can't even stand up. He's like getting sucked off so hard. He's literally about to fall over.
Almost killed
So
him.
now imagine Obama doing that to you.
No, you're doing it to Obama.
I'm ripping Obama's pants off to suck his wiener.
Yeah, this is Fatal Attraction. How is it not going to be?
I'm not going to do it.
You guys want to see a psychic attack?
Yes.
I was looking up the star of the Alien Nation TV show, and look at the ad on the bottom.
Oh, this is downfire shot.
The ad on the bottom of the Alien Nation IMDb page is Mrs. Doubtfire. Find out what other psychic attacks happened
Man.
during this episode.
I think Obama may have sent that as a distraction.
Dude, no wonder he is going to try to kill me with a drone. I know too much for sure.
Oh, what about alienation? That'd be the weirdest.
He knows too much about alienation.
Well, we've been listening through his iPhone. This guy's spreading. He doesn't know enough about alienation, but he's talking about it. Now we kill him.
He needs to shut the fuck up about alienation.
I wanted to do 3 things in this world. I wanted to let the bankers off. I wanted to suck a dude off during my presidency. And I wanted to kill a man with a drone that talked about alienation but didn't know what he's talking about. There we go. Here we go.
What a cliffhanger for the Patreon.
Hear more gems like that on Patreon. Go to Beach Cops.
Patreon.com/beachcops.
Yeah. /slasher.
/alienation.
That's not real.